Hi guys, let's get more news about Warriors. But first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriorstrade fans, this one's going to leave you speechless. The news breaking out of San Francisco right now has completely rocked the NBA world, and it all centers around Steve Kerr, the man behind one of the greatest dynasties in basketball history. According to multiple reports and confirmed inside sources, Steve Kerr has just made a massive, shocking decision that no one saw coming. Warriors fans are stunned. The locker room is buzzing and even other coaches around the league are trying to process what just happened. This isn't just a routine coaching move or a small lineup tweak. This is something that could completely change how the Warriors play this season and possibly redefine their future. What Steve Kerr has done is bold, unexpected, and as always, absolutely headline-worthy. It all started earlier this week when rumors began swirling that the Warriors coaching staff was planning a major strategic shift. Most fans assumed it might be about rotations or a new offensive approach, but no one imagined it would lead to this. According to insiders, Steve Kerr has officially decided to bench one of the Warriors' key veterans, a player who has been a part of their core rotation for years in favor of a younger star who has been steadily earning his trust. Yes, you heard that right. Kerr, who has always been loyal to his veteran players, is reportedly shaking up the starting lineup in a way that has completely stunned the locker room. And from what's being said, this move isn't temporary. This is a long-term adjustment, a new direction for Golden State's system that signals a dramatic evolution from the old Warriors we've known for nearly a decade. The player expected to benefit most from this shocking decision, Jonathan Kuminga. That's right, the young explosive forward who's been on fire since the second half of last season. Sources close to the team reveal that Kerr has finally decided to unleash Kuminga as a permanent starter, effectively changing the team's identity on both ends of the floor. But here's the twist to make room for him. Kerr is reportedly benching Andrew Wiggins. That's the decision that's left everyone talking. Wiggins, who has been a cornerstone of the Warriors' championship run in 2022, is suddenly being pushed into a secondary role. Insiders say the decision came after weeks of internal evaluation, private discussions with the coaching staff, and closed-door conversations with players, including Curry and Draymond Green. Kerr reportedly told Wiggins the decision was about fresh energy and resetting the team's focus, not punishment. But still, this move speaks volumes. For years, Kerr has been known for his loyalty to veterans, often sticking with them even during slumps. But this time, he's making a clear statement: performance and energy matter more than tenure. Their Warriors have been searching for consistency ever since their struggles last season, and Kerr seems determined to fix that right now. Reports say that he's been particularly impressed with Kuminga's growth, his improved defense, his stronger finishing at the rim, and his leadership in practice. And for Kerr to make this kind of call, it wasn't easy. Wiggins is a proven playoff performer, but lately his numbers have dipped and his rhythm hasn't been the same. Kerr, according to sources, believes that giving Kuminga a bigger role could spark the team in ways that go beyond just the box score. But the lineup change isn't the only shocking move Kerr has made. According to team insiders, he's also making adjustments to the Warriors' offensive system, something he hasn't done this drastically in years. Instead of the heavy motion and ball cutting system that's defined the Warriors' identity, Kerr is said to be introducing more isolation sets and pick-and-roll actions tailored specifically for Stephen Curry and Kuminga. In other words, he's modernizing the Warriors' offense to match today's NBA style: faster, more physical, and more dependent on athleticism. This is a massive philosophical shift from the beautiful ball movement that made Golden State legendary. But Kerr reportedly believes it's time. You can't live in 2017 forever. One team source said, "Karen knows that to win now, you've got to adapt. The league has changed. And he's right. The league has changed. Their Warriors have been criticized for being too small, too predictable, and too dependent on Kerr'S magic. By giving Kuminga and even Trace Jackson-Davis more minutes, K is signaling a new era of Warrior basketball, one that balances finesse with power, experience with youth. Fans at the Chase Center will likely see a version of the Warriors they haven't seen before. Aggressive in transition, versatile defensively, and willing to let younger players lead stretches of the game. It's a risk, no doubt, but it's also the kind of move that could reignite this team's fire. What makes this even more stunning is how Kerr reportedly broke the news to the team. According to insiders, he gathered the players before practice and told them directly, "We're changing things. I am not here to protect feelings. I'm here to win." Those words reportedly hit hard. Draymond Green, ever the emotional leader, spoke afterward and backed Kerr's decision, saying, "We've been too comfortable. It's time to shake things up." Curry too reportedly supported the move even if it meant altering the chemistry he's had with Wiggins for years. "If it helps us win, I'm all for it." Curry reportedly told Cat that kind of leadership both from Kerr and his stars shows that Golden State is serious about bouncing back this year. This time it's about taking control of the narrative before it's too late. Their Warriors can't afford another slow start or inconsistent season. Not with Curry nearing 37 and the Western Conference as stacked as it's ever been. Behind the scenes, there's also talk that Kerr's decision could influence future roster moves. If Kuminga thrives as a starter, it might convince the front office to keep him long-term and reconsider potential trade discussions. On the flip side, Wiggins could become a trade candidate if his role continues to shrink. That's the business side of the NBA. One big coaching decision can shift an entire franchise's direction. The reaction across the NBA has been wild. Rival teams are paying close attention. Analysts are debating the move on every sports network and even former Warriors players have weighed in. Andre Iguodala during a recent podcast said, "This is vintage Kerr. When things get stale, he finds a way to shake the tree." Others, like Kendrick Perkins, called it a desperate move from a coach who knows the dynasty is fading. But whether you agree or not, no one can deny that this is exactly the kind of boldness that made the Warriors great in the first place. They've never been afraid to experiment. And K's leadership is once again proving that evolution is necessary for survival. What's next for Kerr and the Warriors? Well, from what we are hearing, he's planning to use the preseason to fine-tune this new lineup and system, focusing heavily on chemistry between Curry, Kuminga, and Draymond. He's also reportedly challenging players like Brandon Podski and Moses Moody to take on bigger roles, especially defensively. This could turn their Warriors into one of the most unpredictable teams in the league. A mix of youth, veteran wisdom, and renewed hunger. The message from Steve Kerr is loud and clear. No one's spot is safe, and no championship pedigree guarantees playing time. That's a huge shift in culture, and it could be exactly what the Warriors need to reignite their championship DNA. Fans might be shocked now, but if this move pays off, Kerr could once again be hailed as a genius. The man who reinvented the Warriors, not once, but twice. So, buckle up, Warriors Nation, because this season just got a lot more interesting. Steve Kerr has thrown the first major curveball of the year, and all eyes are on how his bold decision will play out. Whether it leads to another championship run or sparks even more controversy, one thing's for sure, the Warriors are not standing still. And Kerr has just proven he's willing to do whatever it takes.